you feel like you need to explain it.
Okay.
So
Well, to start off, we have pretty standard monster lineup here. Sometimes people play the third hoot, but it's really bad if you don't have hand traps to fuel it. And you only ever need a third hoot in your deck if you draw 2, and an Angeli, but that's like so rare that you just lost anyway. So I also play 2 Mew just because sometimes it goes to grave for like a rank 3 play where you just open really weird and you have to like make a Zen mains with Instant Fusion or something stupid. So I play the second so that you can access it off your search effects and make a second TR later in the game. We got the hands here.
How do those play for you?
The engine, this is what wins the games. The hands, they're alright. Like, honestly, most of this deck is just there to kind of kill time and stall about until you can make your plays. Basically? Yeah, basically. Like, that's what it's come down to. Nothing can stand up to the power of Tiara, especially if it's like a Tiara plus engineer field.
Tiara makes Dante her bitch.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, she slaps that motherfucker around real good.
Only 2 of them? Of each? 2 of each?
2 of each hand, yeah. I don't want to draw too many monsters. Honestly, this monster count is 16, and that's really pushing
16 monsters is pretty decent, honestly.
And the problem is that sometimes you brick really hard because you draw too many normal summons.
Alright.
So anyway, moving on to the spells.
I like the Instant Fusion. What was that all about?
Well, if you open a Jelly or if you have any sort of hoot play plus an Instant Fusion, you're able to make a TR quicker, which is very important. And then if you open Mew plus any of these monsters that aren't Madolche and Instant Fusion, you can OTK. And the card is also really good for making like your situational cards. Like sometimes you need a Castel against a Shadal deck, or you need like a Ragnas Hero to really draw you into your deck against Abyss. So I found the card really good against most everything. Sometimes if I was playing against a trap heavy deck, I'd take it out because it's kind of a shitty combo piece and it plays into their back row.
So you're making pretty much top 32, right?
Yeah, I went X2 today, 6 and 2.
Only way you won't if people lock you out, but it's pretty much you did pretty good for using tier 2 deck that everyone thought was dead.
Yeah.
And if this was a YCS, you would have guaranteed top 32. So how do you feel about that?
It feels pretty good. I mean, like
if this was a YCS event, you'd have been pretty good.
Yeah, I would have liked that. I mean, you know, getting $50 ain't bad.
It really ain't bad at all.
I just wish I had gotten a feature match, honestly.
So how was the Mirror Force for you?
Honestly, this card is what I'm supposed to use to beat Cliff Forts. Because basically, if they
work?
get out of hand, nah, it didn't. The one time I saw it, it got popped by.
I can imagine it being really trolly, especially against like Satella Knights and stuff.
Satellar's, Burning Abyss, and Shadal's, I leave it in against all of them actually. Because they leave themselves open to it. A lot of times, when you have a lot of monsters in hand and they have no way to stop Tiara, their only way to stop you is by killing you with damage. So you threatening roar for the turn, and you get an extra turn to make more plays.
You say threatening roar. What is threatening roar at?
Well, it's just the fact that
basically
not a lot of decks will stop it.
Gotcha.
We got Deep Prisons mostly to outwinda and just be another trap.
Yeah, Deep Prisons is pretty good.
Mind Crush is super amazing.
How did that work for you?
I used it to negate a lot of Burning Abyss summons. I would have 2. There was an Abyss player who tried to special summon one of his Abyss guys with another one on field. I Mind Crushed to kill the one he was summoning. I Mind Crushed the tour guide I saw in his hand, and he was left with a dead BLS. And so he was just out of cards, and I just like ran him over with like Ice Hand or something wacky like that.
That's pretty cool.
The tools.
Compulse is for Shadal's, Madolche is for Clifford. They're all like decent against most
Quick
decks.
question. Why trap stun over wiretap? Because I was running 3 wiretaps, it did me good, but when I came here, it didn't seem to work that well.
Yeah, trap stun is all about, again, the skill drain and vanities. I want to be able to draw this when I'm going second, because I go second a lot.
So they flip it up on you, you can shut them off and then OTK.
Yeah, if it's already up, I can be like trap stun. There was one time where Shadal cited a mistake against me, and he also had a warning set, so I flipped the trap stun after his mistake was up, so I could make my Tiara play, search my ticket, and kill him through both his mistake and his warning.
And not to mention you got Ice Hand that has a mistake as well.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, it's very good against floodgates. So
if you don't mind, can you show me the side deck?
Yeah, side deck is super simple.
Okay.
Here we have
simple work.
Flying Sea for Abyss.
All right.
We have a couple system down for Cliff Forts. I'm still torn on whether this card's good or not.
It's okay. I'm not gonna lie. I cited 3. Why they were winning me games is more along the lines of if you can OTK him on that turn, it's pretty good. But if not, it's not gonna be that well.
I didn't like the self damage either, but it was fine when I had it. Triple defusion for
Shadal.
So good, so good. A dude top deck fusion on me like a for the win Shadal fusion, but I just had defusion. He was like, yeah, that's it. Another one said it was great. Breakthrough, same thing for Shadal's. I was afraid that Heralds, like there were Herald decks here.
Yeah, I know. This turn ARG Chicago was fucking rogue as fuck. Rogue.
Yeah, it was pretty roguey. I didn't get to see a lot of rogue. I only played against Tempest FTK, like a spell counter deck, which was pretty crazy. But otherwise, it was all meta. Shadal's and Burning Abyss and Clifford. Then we have triple Fairy Wind for Clifford. I just need the Fairy Wind so I can out both the Scout and the Vanities or the Skill Drain.
Nice.
Really important to get those floodgates out of the way. And then the Miser Shadow Imprisoning. I had a Veiler there, but it wasn't doing me enough.
The
so
Deep Fusions did you better in a Shadow Mirror anyway.
Only one mirror?
Yeah, it was just, I felt like I needed these more for Dolls and I needed these more for Abyss, but it's a little extra help against Abyss. I feel like my Abyss matchup was solid.
Can we take a look at the extra deck? Yeah.
So,
Yeah, I'm used to people playing 2 Shadow Mirrors.
I was fighting 3 Shadow Mirror. I was not trying to lose against that matchup.
Here we got the instant fusion targets, Fusionist and Cambion Wizard. This one is the level 3 you need to make a Tiara by making either of these cards, which puts your Mew in the grave and gets you 2 level 4s in the field to make the Tiara.
So question, if Nolan was legal, how would you think that card would do in your deck?
Oh baby, I would love that card. That card is really sick, and it's really nice for the hands too, because they usually end up in grave. But this card is alright. Like, it dodges Bottomless, and it can make a Downward Magician with Madolche under Rivalry. But I mean, those were more relevant last format when Exciton was a lot better.
You went X2?
Here we got some rank 3s. Alucard, Engineer, Acid Golem. Rarely went into any of these. Engineer is really good though.
I mean, they're for those random situations where you need them, right?
Yeah, I had a turn against Shadows where he had Fusion and he had Soul Charge, but he had no way to out Engineer plus Tiara. That's what he had. So, I was still able to win. Engineer plus Tiara is a really good board to make.
I can imagine. I hate Madolche, but Madolche is a pretty fun deck to play.
Here we have Downward. Downward actually, it's kind of an edge case, but sometimes you make the Levier or Invoker and then the Tiara, and you want to just make this afterwards. It helps you against like hands. It actually, the piercing damage guaranteed me the win when an opponent, Shadal's opponent top decked a dragon, and this was the only monster I had left, but he was on 100 life points, so he just lost. And then rank 4s, not all of them are important. This kills people. Obviously the situational stuff. I like this a lot against Burning Abyss.
Okay.
Just buys you time. This is for skill drain. I never made it. I never thought it was that great, but it's there.
You ever think about Heartland Draco?
I
love that card.
It's interesting. It's actually very interesting.
It's still so many games.
It's just they usually
understandable.
The carrier.
I mean, you got Tiara Masu, so you can pretty much OTK them anyway.
I also lost. I tied a game 1 in regionals because of skill drain, and I had 2 instant fusions and then didn't beat nothing. So I was like, may as well play some, beaters. Then we have 2 Tiara. That's
so fucking sexy. All T. This nigga ain't fucking around. Now, question: how do you think this deck is gonna fare off against Necros in the next upcoming format?
I mean, you can out their fields, but it depends. I really think
that
you just need to have more hate. Yeah, you just need to have more hate. Like it's gonna be about mind crushes. Also, the fact that people might be main decking mistakes might hurt the deck a little bit with like match lane. I might go down in match lanes, and we'll see.
What about hero deck?
The heroes. I don't know. Dark Law is a bitch, but like I play so many traps that I'm not too worried about it, honestly.
All right, bro. I hope you see you at the top tables. I see you at the top tables in the future, and hope I'll be up there with you because my current deck I got ain't cutting it. So anyway, this is Jobo21 with this Madolche deck profile, and I'm out.